Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, y'all. It is early in the morning, but not as early as it could be. Our classes are not starting quite as early today as they do on some days. So I thought today would be a great day for us to spend together and talk about our fitness routine. So I'm starting off, as I do every day, with some black coffee, which I'm going to take with me to my office. That was not a good plan. So that I can drink coffee while I get my day going. So I tell you what, I'm going to get this together. I'm going to get the felons their medicine and get them pottied, get us upstairs, and we'll talk about our day. So while I do that, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. And I'll meet you upstairs and we'll talk about sort of the first leg of our journey today. All right, friends, we have made it to my office, by which I mean, of course, we've walked up the stairs in the house. I believe the felons have gotten themselves settled. They have their own little office over there. So I think they've gotten themselves settled. And now, hang on, let me check. Oh, here comes Felon Bo. I teach classes this morning, but let me see what time I start. So it is now 4:17. And yeah, I thought so. I knew I didn't start right away. So my first class is at 6:30. So here's what I do in the mornings. So you saw the morning routine downstairs. We come to the office, and I already knew kind of what time my first class started. So I knew-ish how much time, like that I had a while to get things together. So now I will make myself a schedule, unless I've already done it. Okay, I have made my daily schedule, so I will plan. We already have a schedule made out. I will plan until, so it's 4:17 now. I have about an hour and 15 minutes. Then we're going to go do a quick ride. Okay, all right, this is good. Do a quick ride and eat first breakfast. Let's talk about this for a second. So I work out kind of a lot during the day, but I break it up throughout the day to fit. I'm a woman of a certain age, so I get hot and cold a lot, which is why you'll see I always wear like cardigans or like zip front hoodies or something, because I do this all throughout the day. But anyway, workout. So yeah, I work out a lot, but I'll break it up throughout the day and like get it in where I can get it in. So today, because I don't start, like yesterday, my first class was at 4 a.m. So I was up at 3 to teach at 4. And then I had a gap, so then I did a quick ride and then taught some more. Well, today, I don't start teaching until 6:30. I teach for an hour and a half, and then I have another break, and then I teach for another, well, you'll see, I teach for another while. So I'll split up my rides in there, and then maybe do something later, maybe not. I don't know. I've got to get some coffee in me, y'all. I'm about to fall out. But anyway, so a friend of mine the other day on his internet radio show was, I wouldn't say complaining, but he was complaining that he doesn't have time to work out. And at that time, I was literally on the bike doing a 20-minute ride during a 30-minute break in between classes. And I just wasn't hearing it. I was like, you got to prioritize movement, and that's it. Like, I know that different people have different schedules, and we've talked about this, that that's going to squeak, sorry. Like your day doesn't necessarily, I mean, I know not many people's day looks like my day, but yeah, you have to prioritize movement and get it in where you can get it in. So if that means running up and down the stairs 5 times at the beginning of your 10-minute break before you go get your apple and your yogurt, do that. Do whatever you can do to get your movement in. What it looks like for me is planning for an hour so that I have something to teach them children when they come in at 10 o'clock. And then riding the bike. I think I have a 30-minute, I don't know. I have it. This is why, y'all, seriously, this is why I write these things down. And I had the wherewithal to write this down yesterday so that I didn't have to think about it today, but I will ride for 35 minutes. Because I knew I was going to be trying to talk to y'all normally I would do a 45-minute ride during an hour break, but I'm going to do 35 minutes because I know I'm going to want to talk to y'all while we're making breakfast and stuff. So I would do a 45-minute ride and then give myself 15 minutes for a leisurely breakfast. Because really, I can do breakfast in 10 minutes, but I gave myself a little more time today so that we could hang. I've said that 4 times so that we could hang out. Let me get off here. I'm just rambling. We're going to prioritize movement and eating well today. I'm going to try to eat a little different things because I know y'all are like, girl, we know what you eat every day. I know, but I'm going to try to eat some little different things. So let me do my lesson planning because I have a class. I have one of my classes I don't necessarily have planned out completely yet. So let me do that. And then I'll probably just meet y'all downstairs and we'll talk about our workout. All right. So I'll see y'all then. Bye now. All right, y'all, it is time for phase 2. We are obviously back downstairs and we were just headed outside to work out, but we have been waylaid by a felon. This little felon can y'all see her? This little felon has decided that she needs to go have a comfort break, even though the other felon just had a comfort break. She couldn't go with him, so now they got to go outside. So while they do that, all right, no, we're not. I was going to say we'll go with them, but we're not going outside with them. So we're headed out in the garage. Like I said, we'll do. Now I'm completely thrown off because I was just going to grab y'all and head straight out. And we're on a different camera. This is not the camera that we would normally use for this, and my arms are too short, but we're walking around. So, and I'm going to take you out in the garage and sort of talk you through a little bit of this. But y'all, we got to go. So the felons have waylaid us. But, so like I said, we're going to do, okay, let me back up. I'm dressed in my workout clothes, of course. And I wasn't going to show y'all my work. I was going to set y'all down, but you're on the wrong tripod. I can't do that. So I have my workout clothes on, and my job is such that, I can wear pretty much whatever I want as long as it's appropriate. But I will stay in my workout clothes until my workout is done for the day. So I'll change my shirt because I teach classes online. Y'all know that, right? I teach classes online. So the kids see me from, well, you can't see, but from here up. So, as long as that is, looks normal, then it's all good. So I'll stay in my bike pants and my sports underness, my sports bra, until I'm done working out, which is kind of like a mind F for me. I don't want to change out of my workout clothes until my workout is done because I feel like I'm kind of admitting defeat. So hang on, let me grab these felons. I'm trying to change it. So their treats have been green beans for their whole lives. Well, Bo has decided he don't want to eat green beans anymore. And I don't know if it's upsetting his stomach or what his deal is. So now I'm trying to find treats for them, but they're so little and get so little exercise that they can't have, if they get dog bones, little milk bones or something, it's too many calories for them. See what I mean about the tripod? This is just a nightmare. It's too many calories for them. So I'm giving them little bites of frozen banana right now, but I got to come up with something better. Anyway, we got to go. Y'all, we got to go. So I need gum. I had this so much better planned before Daisy messed me up. So, all right, I'm not gonna put that in my mouth yet, but I need gum to ride. So let's go. All right, so I got my AirPods and 2 phones. So we are headed out. Let's go. So I am going to get on the bike, which I assume, all right, hang on, this will get better in a second. I assume everybody knows is a Peloton bike, which is a spin bike. So the majority of my exercise I get is cardio. So I do cardio and some weights, some yoga, some other stuff. I might do some yoga today because my hamstrings are not feeling nice. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. But the majority of my workout is cardio on the Peloton bike. And I talked about this recently, but I've not, like, it wasn't always crazy. I started off like with a normal, 20, 30-minute ride. But then I figured out that I could, hang on, I opened that gum, so now I have an open piece of gum that I'm toting around with me. But look, so I figured out I got this, let me show y'all my setup. I got this tray on the bike, which actually I got for the intern so that he could watch his phone while he rides. But I figured out that I could use that like to prop up my book so I can read a book when I'm riding, or any of a number of other things. So hang on, speaking of riding, I need to put on my shoes. So let's sit on the floor and chat, and then I got to get to this workout. So right now I'm gonna do, I know I've said it 5 times, 35 minutes. So I have, y'all are gonna be like, you really are crazy. So I do 2 crossword puzzles and a Sudoku every day. I have one of my streaks got broken just by accident. Somehow I forgot to do my mini crossword puzzle one day, but, so I have 2, look at this fella. Can you lay down, please? Move. I know you want to talk to the people, but you got to move. So that's one of the ways that like I entertain myself when I'm on the bike, so that I don't, because as long as I'm not bored, I will keep riding and not think about how miserable and sweaty I am. So I do crossword puzzles on my phone. I do a Sudoku on my phone. I read my book. I listen to, like if I'm listening to a good audiobook, I'll listen to my book. We have a TV over there. So the bike is right here. So right in front of me, we have a big old TV. So I'll watch the TV. I'll do whatever to keep myself entertained while I'm riding. So I have, hang on. Let me get, I don't know if I can do this while I'm talking. Let me get clipped in. Like I said, I don't know if I can do this while I'm talking. But, so for this morning, since I figured I was not going to use my whole time wisely, let me sign in. So I go ahead and schedule my rides. So I've got a 15 and a 20-minute ride scheduled. So, and we've talked about this before, like, I think it's really important. I can't put y'all anywhere where that's gonna work. Maybe you can, I don't know where you're gonna go, but I gotta get going. But I think it's really important that you plan your workouts so that one, like you can see in your mind what it's gonna be, you know what it looks like, and then you can do it. And to me, like once I've scheduled a ride or a workout or whatever it is, unless something happens, like if I get hurt or like if I'm riding and I'm in pain or something, which rarely, really rarely ever happens, but like if my hamstrings or my hip or something is really bothering me, sometimes I'll adjust a ride. But generally, like if it's just like, oh, I'm bored, or oh, I'm hot, or oh, I don't feel like doing this. If it's scheduled, I feel like I'm committed to do it, so I'm gonna do it. So schedule your workouts, like commit to yourself that you're gonna do it and then do it. But all right, so now I'm just bloviating. So let me get off here, let me work on my crossword puzzles. And I'll see y'all inside and we'll make first breakfast. All right, so I will see y'all in about 37 minutes. All right, bye now. Oh, that is 35 minutes done and dusted, y'all. We got to get these little workout assistants. Let me use this. These little workout assistants wrangled. We got to get inside, make our breakfast, and now we got to actually get to work because now I'm actually on a time schedule now. So let's go. Hang on, I got to get Daisy because she is deaf as a post and doesn't know. Come on, baby girl. Doesn't know that we're done. So we're going to make a breakfast sandwich that is, and I'm gonna show y'all of course when we get there, but it's a light English muffin. Y'all know this sandwich. Oh, it's cool in here. Light English muffin with, let's see how this is gonna work. Oh, that's not awful. I can adjust y'all. Y'all hang on, just don't get all whingy on me. And don't come at me at my kitchen being messy. Just settle down, it's real life. So hang on, let me grab these things, which I have stacked up together in my fridge, so hang on. And I got rid of my gum. So Thomas's light English muffin is going in the toaster. And while that is toasting, I'm gonna take a little piece of parchment paper, is that what it is? And put 1 piece of Canadian bacon. I think I could do 2 pieces of Canadian bacon, but I have in my head that it's 1, so I do 1. 1 piece of Canadian bacon, 1 of my pre-made, and by pre-made I mean I make it, breakfast eggy things with fat-free cheese in it. We've made these together. The thing, oh, I actually put up you know that red thing that's usually in my sink? That's what I use to make these. So this is going in the microwave oven for 30 seconds. While that does that, I'm gonna let the felons out for a comfort break. While all of those things are working, I'm gonna make myself slightly more appropriate for work. I did say slightly more appropriate, so I changed my shirt, but I still have on my workout undertogs. So when it's time to get back at it, I just change my shirt. And like I said before, I would feel defeated if I had to like change out of my whole workout thing without finishing my workout. So I have apples for the felons, because you know we're trying to get them off the beans because furry felon is refusing beans. Now let me grab my microwave buzz, so hang on. Grab this, grab a paper towel, get my English muffin. Can y'all see this? Hang on. There we go. Throw this together. Throw my things back in the fridge. Grab the felons and head back to work. So I have an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and a half to teach. So I'm gonna eat this quickly, teach for an hour and a half, and then I'll be back and we'll get back to working out. So I'll see y'all when I'm done teaching. All right, friends, I'm headed back out into the, I almost head back out into the gym. It's not a gym, it's a garage with a bunch of stuff in it. So I don't know what I said before, but I just taught for an hour and a half, and now I have a break for about 2 hours, and then I go back to teaching. So I'm gonna ride for, hang on, 30, 50, 65. I'm gonna ride for 75 minutes, and then I think I'm gonna do about 10 minutes of kettlebells. And I'm gonna spare y'all all of that. You don't need to go back out there. You've seen everything you need to see in that garage for today. So, at least for now. So, yeah, I'm gonna go, and I've already like set up the workout. I say I think I'm gonna do the kettlebells. I'm gonna do the, I mean, barring anything unforeseen, I'm gonna do them kettlebells because I have set up my workout. So I'm gonna go do my, so now I don't even have to think about it. I just like turn it on and do it. So I need to, I'm halfway through my first crossword puzzle. So I need to finish my 2 crossword puzzles and do my Sudoku and just do my workouts and be done with it. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back. We ate first breakfast. We'll eat second breakfast, which I don't know. It'll depend on how hungry I am, what we eat for second breakfast. But then I have to get back to my classroom. So let me do that and I'll see y'all back here. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair, but I will see y'all back here for second breakfast and then we'll head back to work. All right, so I'll see y'all in about an hour and a half. All right, bye. All right, y'all, I finished my workout. Of course, I did do that kettlebell workout, which was, so did I tell y'all that Peloton, why are y'all so close to me? I know why y'all are so close to me, because you can't smell me. If you could smell me, you would not be this close. But, so I'm making one of these Propel purple drinks. We'll get to that. But anyway, sorry, the light in here, I don't know if it's because I'm backlit by actual daylight, but the light in here is always awful. But anyway, Peloton has a kettlebell basics. They call it a challenge, but I mean, it's really not all that challenging. All you got to do is do their 15, hang on. All you got to do is do their 15 10-minute kettlebell basics classes by August 10th. And then you get like the little, you know, virtual medallion thing, whatever. So I had to do the snatches one. So like some of the skills that you work on in there, I'm okay. I mean, like everybody can use practice, right? So some of them I'm fine at. Some of them I'm not good at. Snatches, I'm very not good at. So it was a little difficult and I probably should take it again. But anyway, finished my ride and y'all, now I am smoked. Like I am exhausted and it is 9 minutes until 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to be working for the next 11 hours. Does not bode well for my day, which is why I am drinking a Propel purple drink because I think I'm a little dehydrated. At least that's my plan I'm going with. So I'm having some Propel purple with my second breakfast, which I'm gonna have a bunch of protein. I'm gonna eat some eggs and I'm down to like you know what? I'm gonna talk to y'all and then I'm gonna do this because I'm not gonna eat a boiled egg in front of you because they give me the hiccups. So I'm down to the last of my boiled eggs, but I'm gonna eat 2 boiled eggs and probably have a banana and some chocolate hummus to get little fruit, some sugar, some protein. I'm gonna eat that. I need to start getting myself together because I was talking to the intern and got all off track, but I need to get cleaned up a little bit, get back to class. So I teach for a while and then I'll be back. Actually, yeah, let me go work and then I'll come back and we'll talk about some stuff. Cause yeah, I might, ooh, what was that? I might do some yoga cause I'm tight. My hamstrings are not comfortable. And did I ever tell y'all, I might have, we're not going to do it today because we got enough other stuff going on today. But back when I was back in my physical therapy days, not I was a physical therapist, I was taking physical therapy for my hip was when I started doing kettlebells again, when Peloton started their kettlebell program. So I started kettlebelling on Peloton and I have that big old monkey face kettlebell and the only thing now I can goblet clean it, but back then, like 2 months ago, all I could do was deadlift it. So I was deadlifting about the heaviest weight I could move in a kettlebell and deadlifting under stress like that movement under stress stretched out my hip flexors. And y'all, that seriously, I think, is what helped me turn the corner on rehabbing my hip to the point that like 2 weeks later, I was out of, I mean, I'm still doing PT, like I'm still stretching and stuff, but like got me out of PT. So maybe again, we ain't doing it today, but maybe one day I'll just show y'all, and I am not telling anybody to do these exercises, but I'll just show you, because I've kind of like, when my hips get tight, like I just go and do some like deadlift that monkey face, and it loosens up my hips and my lower back and just makes me feel better. So I was just thinking that because I'm a little tight, but I'm not going to do that today. I might do some hip yoga or some kind of yoga, and like maybe some hamstring yoga and loosen up. But first I have to go teach this class. So I'm going to wolf down this food. I'm going to suck down this purple drink, I'm going to drink water while I'm teaching, try to get rehydrated, and I will come back in a while and check in with y'all and let you know what's going on. So enjoy your morning. And if not before then, I'll come back and I'll see y'all for lunch.
Small talk, but do you mind if I sit down? Indiana was a long shot, and I could use another round. I don't mean to be too bold, no, it's not at all like me. When you're making your way
y'all, I've been working on this hair all day. So I did a bunch of work and then I started to realize I was getting hungry. And y'all, my hamstrings are just, so, I mean, they're always tight, but my right hamstring has been so tight. And y'all may recall, if you've been around for a while, that actually right about this time last year, I don't know what I did. I did something and through months of physical therapy, we figured out that it started in like my right hamstring, which then I favored, and it went to my left hamstring. Turned out to be like IT band and sacroiliac joint, and just all like I just stove myself all up because my right hamstring started hurting and I ignored it. So I'm not ignoring it this time. So I worked for a while, went out in the garage and did some yoga, which y'all might see. Now looky here. If y'all see this yoga, which you will have already seen it probably, but let me tell you what, there's a part in it where you have to put your feet on a blanket and like slide them out and slide them in. Well, I'm on a yoga mat on some like kids floor mats, so wasn't nothing sliding. So if you're looking at me going, why does she look like a monkey trying to like hump a football? That's why. Because I was trying to slide and there wasn't no sliding. So I was trying to improvise. Anyway, so I did my yoga. I feel a little better, but that did nothing to help with my hungries. So I'm going to make lunch. And y'all, I was going to like go through the whole making of the lunch thing together, but there's nothing interesting about making a sandwich. So I figured we could just talk through this. I could tell you my thoughts behind eating what I'm eating, and then I'm going to go eat lunch because I'm hungry. So I'm just going to make just the standard sandwich. I have Sara Lee Delightful bread, which is 45 calories per slice. So it's 1 point or 1 bite, I think, per slice. I think it's 2 points for 2 slices of bread. So I'm just making a standard old 2 slice of bread sandwich. And I'm using my homemade 0 point ranch dip, 0.0 by 0 anything. So it's just plain non-fat Greek yogurt with ranch seasoning and some, I think it's garlic powder mixed in with it. I'm using this instead of mayonnaise or anything else. A little bit of mustard. Sometimes I'll cut up an avocado and put it on my sandwich, but I'm not doing that today because I'm going to do lettuce and tomato. So y'all know I try to get, that's right in my mic, sorry, either a fruit or a veg in every meal. So I'm going to do lettuce and tomato on my sandwich, and then just an ounce of turkey. I have turkey and ham and I didn't know which was which. An ounce of turkey and an ounce of ham with lettuce, tomato, bread, and fat-free ranch dip and a little bit of mustard. And y'all, I want chips so bad. So instead of chips, I'm going to have, I've already opened these. Well, I've been eating on these, but I've already opened them today because I had to give the felons one. But I'm going to do carrot chips and my hummus. So I have not roasted bell pepper hummus. I have sun-dried tomato hummus. So I'm going to eat sun-dried tomato hummus with my fat-free ranch dip. That's more veg and more protein. And y'all, that's going to fill me right up now. Some days, many days, actually, I will eat a salad and just, like that good old spring mix that we like I'll chop up a cucumber, some tomato, and then do a can of chicken and cut up an avocado in there, mix that up, put in some soy sauce, because salt and delicious. And then just eat that with my low-fat buttermilk dressing, a tablespoon of low-fat buttermilk dressing and a tablespoon of Hidden Valley Ranch light ranch dressing. Mix those together, throw that on the salad, and then just eat the chicken and avocado in with that. Delicious. I eat that actually more days than not, but I think I'm going to do something with salad for dinner. I have like an idea a little bit for dinner. So, and while I could really eat salad with salad and salad on the side for all my meals in a day, I'm trying to be a little more cosmopolitan today because y'all are over. I have company. So I'm not doing a salad for lunch, and I feel like I need a little more salt. And I'm sure this has salt, right? If it doesn't have salt, y'all don't tell me that I'm not saying it's a healthy, so I'm trying to look to see where the nutrition facts are. They're probably underneath the label, but I feel like on days when I eat sandwiches, like I'm not as, I don't know, my muscles aren't as crampy. So I'm gonna eat I'm gonna eat a sandwich. I'm gonna drink another one of those purple Propel drinks, have my lunch, and then y'all, well, I'm gonna do a little more work, but then I'm probably gonna sit outside because it is a nice day and I'm gonna read my book for a while. So I'm gonna do that and then I will come back and we actually are gonna make dinner together because I gotta teach classes tonight. So I have to eat dinner early and the intern cannot eat as early as I do because he stays up later than I do. He stays up late with the big kids. So if he like eats dinner with me, then he has to eat a second dinner and we don't need the intern eating like 5 meals a day. So we will make dinner together and then I'll eat without the intern. So y'all go do your thing. Have a nice afternoon and I will see y'all for dinner. All right, so enjoy your lunch, enjoy your afternoon, and I'll see you soon.
Painted body, you child, taintless heart displaced, eyes and mirrors unmeant, reflecting our space. Let me feel some heart, dear. Blindness hidden in this pain. Friends will never be lost as we surrender to their games, as we surrender.
Oh, y'all, I'm tired, but I actually got some things accomplished since last we met. I took a shower. That was a good thing. I took the trash down the road, read my book for a while. I boiled some eggs. And I don't know how y'all boil eggs. I didn't think this was interesting enough, so I didn't like show you. Like I didn't think we needed to do it together, but I do my eggs in my pressure cooker, which like it isn't a fancy one pot or like a Instapot or anything. It's just a plain old like electric pressure cooker. So I was gonna say throw my eggs in there. I carefully place my eggs in there and then I just cook them on low pressure for 14 minutes. Bing, bang, boom. They come out perfect and they are so easy to peel. So I boiled some eggs and then I taught a class and y'all, now I need to cook dinner because I got another class in a little while. So I went ahead and did the fish and again, easy peasy. I have extra scissors for some reason. Easy peasy. I just took some frozen salmon fillets that I thawed, dried them off a little bit, sprayed them with some olive oil, seasoned them with some everything but the kitchen sink seasoning, threw them on some tin foil on the grill, flipped them over, flipped them back, done. So those are done. Here's that. Those are done. And while those rest, I am going to eat like simplest dinner ever because y'all, I got to get back to work. So I'm just going to fry some green beans in the air fryer. And y'all remember we did these a couple weeks ago. So I'm just going to throw some green beans in my air fryer basket, spray them with some olive oil, throw some seasoning on them, and then so I have the spray thing, like the spray, can y'all see it over there? Like you put the olive oil in yourself and spray it, but it comes out kind of like not very evenly. So I got this, which sprays very evenly. And I use this when I do things like this, where I want it to be really even. But like for spraying on the grill or something, I just use that. Or like for spraying in a pan, because obviously it's way cheaper to just dump your own olive oil it's like a spray bottle, but for olive oil. So it's way cheaper to put your own olive oil in a spray bottle than to buy the can, but y'all, this is so even. And of course you can buy like I know everybody has these. Anyway, so I'm gonna do, hang on. If I was feeding the intern, I would just do salt and pepper. But since it's just me, I'm gonna eat all these green beans. I'm using some Lowry's seasoned salt, which y'all, I know this is just MSG, but it's delicious. So I'm gonna stick these in the air fryer at 400 degrees for like 7.5, 8 minutes, shake them a little bit in the middle, and then I'll be back. I'll show you all this, and then I'm gonna deuce out because I need to eat dinner and get to work. So y'all sit tight and I'll be back. And there's dinner, y'all. I got me some spring mix, And I didn't do like lettuce and, not lettuce, that is lettuce. I didn't do like cucumbers and tomatoes and all that. I'm just gonna have a little bit of greens with some of my homemade light buttermilk dressing on it. And this is the one that usually I mix with light ranch, but since I'm just doing a little salad, I'm just gonna do my buttermilk dressing, the little salt, and there's my salmon and fried green beans, and that's dinner, y'all. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna get to work, and since I'm gonna be working literally like I will finish working, wash my face, brush my teeth, put on my pajamas, and get in the bed, so I probably won't eat again tonight. This is gonna fill me up. But even if I'm a little bit hungry, maybe I'll eat a banana or something. But as long as I like make it through the night, I can eat in the morning before I work out again. I could just have my breakfast sandwich before I work out, because I'll be up for like, I don't know, an hour or two before I work out. So even if I get up hungry, it's fine, because I can eat, give myself a little time, like work for a while or something, and then work out. So it's no big deal. So this is gonna absolutely fill me up. And then, like I said, I'll maybe have like a banana or something, and that's gonna be it for the night. So that's it for my day, y'all. Let us know in the comments, is this like comparable to how much you eat? I feel like I eat a lot because I work out a lot, burn a lot of calories, so I eat a lot of calories. But let us know in the comments, what does an average day of, I guess, activity and eating look like for you? Let us know. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over here at the beginning of every week, with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.